Welcome to a new Drawing with Lord Karnage video, where today I will be inking a page of Disco-8 track, my newest webcomic. So let's check it out, and you'll be able to see this page over at patreon.com/disco8track. So let's have some fun drawing. Inking isn't my favorite part of the process. Writing and storyboarding are my favorite. But sometimes the inking is fairly relaxing, especially when I'm working on stuff that's fairly simple, like Edit Station 1. Bang the camera there. Sorry about that. I'm drawing with the camera in my face. Usually I'll just have music playing, rock out a little bit while drawing, but since I'm on camera, I'll leave the music off for the time being. But as you can see, this is a pretty laborious process. It does take a long time to do final inkings on a book or a strip like this. But the end result should look pretty good, you know. This panel is mostly dialogue, but the background is going to be black to complement a bunch of the other panels that are going to be mostly white backgrounds. Disco-8 track is going to be, and from the art style standpoint, Disco-8 track is going to be all over the place. While it's a little bit more cartoony by nature, they're going to be traveling all over the universe, so some galaxies will be a little bit more realistic than others. For example, there is going to be a civilization of lobsters that they encounter. I definitely want to work some pandas into it, and robots, lasers, explosions, and plenty of martini drinking action. And the most important thing is that it's always fun and entertaining. So, while I want it's got to look good, the most important element is the writing. So I can't get too bogged down in one page. All right. Basically just went through and cleaned up some stuff. I'm going to do the background of that in a moment. It's just going to be black. I'm going to use word balloons in a black background, so that's going to be pretty simple. Let's go over here to Heyzoos, who's yelling about something. And this is the first page of Disco-8 track, where we meet these characters. This is the first page of Disco-8 track where we meet these characters. And if you're not familiar with my writing or my characters, now this is the first page of Disco-8 track where we meet these characters, and if you're not familiar with them, I need to get you up to speed quickly. So when you look at it this close, you can see all these little pixels, but you do not see them when printed or when you're reading this at the normal resolution on your iPad or whatever. Here's a quick plot summary of the page. Heyzoos wants to review Space Ninja Dungeon 2017 for the Atari X 5201, but Edit Station 1 is reminding him that most of their audience on Ugloob wasn't alive in 1985 when Space Ninja Dungeon 2017 was released, and instead that people are watching live streaming. So Heyzoos suggests that they live stream Atari X 5201. Edit Station 1 is disagreeing with him. Heyzoos is going to quickly learn that nobody watches him anymore, that he is obsolete, and from there the adventure will take off. I do a layer, style, blending option, stroke, 14 point that fills it, gives it a outline. So you can adjust that to fit the artwork, of course. And these are all on the same layer, so I'm just gonna do bubble fills here for everything. Sometimes I like to go in and do an actual outline around things. I think it gives them it makes them pop out of the black, especially if they're floating, if something's floating in space. So I'm just gonna do a hand outline. It's never perfect, but like it doesn't need to be. I think the very fact that it's there actually makes it look a little more stylish. So we're gonna give them a hand outline. So you see how the outline just makes them pop out a little bit more. This looks a little bit more fun. And that is the whole point here of this strip, is that it's supposed to be fun, this comic. And I'm probably going to do a black background on the bottom one, because if you look at the whole page, it's like a black background, white, black, and I think that's nice. It's got some symmetry. So not only does every panel have to look good and read well and be funny, but the page as a whole should look good. All right, I filled in the bottom here, and I'm going to put some sweat bubbles off of Edit Station 1, who's nervous because Heyzoos is being an idiot, which will be a common occurrence in this series. And there it is. That's not the final version of the page, but I think that gives you a good look at the process that it takes to make final inks here. But I've still got some details and obviously some QA and refinement and all that stuff to do. Thank you for watching Drawing with Lord Karnage once again. I'll see you soon. You can check out Disco-8 Track over at patreon.com/Disco-8 Track, where it'll be a weekly series, and then you'll have the option to get a completed digital book at the end. So, Heyzoos the Coked Up Chicken, Edit Station 1, and the Cosmic Death Brick. Hope to see you there. And me too.